Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Yurok and welcome back to some Hunter Call of the Wild. Now we are here on Leyton Lakes. Now we are setting up for whitetail. Now we might kill a few, but we're mostly going to be looking for drink zones in areas that we already have drink zones. So I am going to show you where we're going to head. This area right up, well there's actually a blacktail or whitetail somewhere near me. I guess we can check this one since we're here. It's during their drink zone. It's not during their feed zone. But that's kind of what we're going to be looking for anyway. Hello, Brady. Or Braxy, sorry. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so this is one of the zones that I'm probably going to have to move. I very rarely see anything but blacktail here. But I am going to look down, see if we can see any whitetail drinking anywhere else along this river part that we can see anyway. Don't see any right now. Alright. We're going to go to... Now I'm really kind of hoping some of these drink zones turn out to be... Now this is whitetail here. We did find that one. And we found that we had a moose here. Moose here. Black bear. Moose. 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 And moose. So we're gonna try to see if we can spot any whitetail in any of these. I think, yeah, the bottom one was whitetail. The rest of them have been moose and bear. So since it's during their drink time, we're gonna kind of walk up through here, see if we can spot any whitetail, and if we do, we might have a new spot to set up on. So, but like I said, we're not gonna be setting up. We're just gonna be looking for them today. Now, see, I just heard.
Have you ever gotten a diamond whitetail?
Yes, two. We just heard whitetail in this direction, which is basically where that drink zone is. So we're gonna walk to about right here. And we're gonna go kind of, well, that one's behind us, but we're gonna go just kind of slow through the woods, scoping as we go. Now I will shoot some whitetail if they are, multiple bucks. If I see more than, we'll just say, if I see more than 2 bucks, I may shoot one. I do want to do a little bit of hunting here, but now we got these 2 little lakes here, but they don't ever seem to have anything around them. They are really close to that house, so we would probably have to be set up here, like sitting and waiting for their drink time to start to find them there. But we are gonna do our best to find some more drink zones so I can kind of get this finished up and set up. I need to find at least, I think, 15 more drink zones to have half of the drink zones, and that's a good place to start. Last time we were here, we did find this whitetail drink zone, and I'm just kind of, like I said, just kind of walking through, looking for whitetail anywhere to see if I can get more drink zones. I'm probably going to end up setting up a whitetail spot down here, because I have seen them here multiple times. Now, with us zoning into that house, they're going to be gone, because the house is just right there. But we're going to walk down toward all these different areas, looking for whitetail as we go. Like I said, if I see more than 2 bucks, I'll go ahead and shoot one. but only if I see more than 2 in a spot. Because I'm not trying to hunt these zones right now, I'm trying to find them. So, like, that's a whitetail zone right on the other side of that bunch of bushes and trees right there. Now, whether we'll see anything in there today or not, probably not. But we do have some tracks here, so we're going to look and see what kind of tracks they are. I'm hoping they're whitetail. Oh, turkey. Okay. Wasn't expecting turkey by the water, actually. All right, let's walk up to... We don't have to go all the way up in there. Let's walk up to right here. And I say we're just looking, kind of trying to spot where whitetail are because we're using feeders. If we see whitetail in an area, we can kind of make a mental note of where they are. They don't have to be on the water. It's just easier to find them along the water, you know, because you know if they're drinking there, there's going to be an eating zone nearby. Now, we actually could set up on a feed zone if we find one. But mostly all I'm seeing right now is disturbed vegetation. But like I said, we're just kind of walking through, trying to find some whitetail along the river. We will go and check our other whitetail spots, just in case, to see if there are multiple deer there. Now this is turkey tracks as well, so apparently this is a good place to come hunt turkey.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you find some.
Well, like I said, we're gonna spend a little bit of
whitetail.
time here in Leyton, and then we're gonna head to Yukon and try to see if we can set up that other wolf zone, and also now I'm not going all the way up in that little crook just because I don't want to have to walk back out of it. But anyway, all right, nothing so far.
But anyway, all the hardware and everything for the Starlink's gonna be $269.
That's not too bad.
And then for the unlimited, it's gonna be $167 a month.
Well, I mean, that's about what I pay for my internet.
Ooh, I wish I wouldn't have bought these. Ew. Gross. Won't do it again.
What was it?
Ooh. It's a Quest.
Right, look, we found a whitetail. Buy it.
Cool.
There's 2 of them. 3. Are they all bucks? No, there is a doe. So that's a possibility for a spot. Now, I'd prefer there be more than 2. But that was one of the moose zones that we had. We now know that there are whitetail there. Like I said, I would prefer it to be... Oh, no, there's a few. There's actually 3 bucks there right now. So, let's see. 172, 200, 188. So this one right here is actually the better of them. Now let's did hit him. And there seemed to be more there than I thought I hit him. There went a moose.
Oh, it's a protein bar. No wonder.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I didn't hit him. Keep an eye out. Oh no, it's dead. I just thought it ran.
Cool.
Alright, well let's head over there and get our deer.
And then whitetail die pretty easily.
Well, I thought I hit it good. But like I said, we do have another whitetail spot now. I think that will be a good area. We're going to keep looking down the river area.
Yeah.
But I think we have found another spot, so at least that's another drink zone. And there were a lot more there than I could see, actually. So,
Right.
yeah, there's all kind of whitetail prints over here. Alright. Also moose prints, which we already knew that moose were over here. Alright, let's go ahead and, well, that was the moose we spotted. I don't want to follow the moose. So definitely whitetail drink zone here. Let's get over here and see if, yep, there we have our deer we shot. Nice little whitetail. 192 score. We hit him in his liver, so it counted as a kill shot. Alright, I guess we can just keep walking down this side. Let's walk up in here, kind of scoping as we go. So we did find another drink zone, which is perfect. We will definitely keep this one in mind. This one will be a decent one to set up for. So, but like I said, I'm not setting up whitetail today because I do want to use the money we have to set up another bear zone. I already have the place in mind when we get there. Hello, Miss Moose. You just stay over there where you're at. I don't want to kill you, but if you come at me, I will. We are up to 121,000, so we actually have enough to set up. You know, all I have to do is buy one tent to get a full setup for the wolves, to keep my normal, what I keep on me. Because I think we have 2 tents and 2 tripods on us. Yeah. So I just need to buy 1 tent. So we definitely can set up the wolf. I already have the feeder for the wolves, so you know that's going to leave us. We'll probably make about enough here to buy the tent and keep 100 grand, which is kind of where I want to be. As far as money, I want to try to keep between 75 and 100,000 in my bank at all times. Now, so I can, if I want to have a setup, like if I need a setup right away, I have enough to buy what I need.
Right.
What time is it? Alright, we still got 2 hours. Now there are a lot of tracks through here. Let's actually see what these are. Looks like moose, yeah. No, it's whitetail. Okay. So we do have some whitetail coming through this area too. Now we don't know where they were going or what they were doing here. But this is a promising site, seeing whitetail tracks going through here. That is moose poo. Oh, Bengal Tiger, welcome in, and Teresa Gaming, welcome in. Sorry, I've been kind of looking, I haven't been. And Morning Breakfast, all of y'all welcome in. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat there. I was talking and looking. Do appreciate y'all being here.
Excuse me. Let's get you a drink. Whoop, wrong one. Nope. Oh, where is it? There it is.
I think this one here is just a moose zone. Or no, that's the black bear zone, but deer could still use that. And with us seeing whitetail deer on this side of the river, I probably would set up on this side anyway.
Yep.
But I'm hoping to find another drink zone, so that kind of will solidify my theory that they eat and drink in the same area, which, I mean, I know it's pretty much a fact, but it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
But usually the drink zones are going to be within a specific radius of feed zones, so. Yep. Bengal, good to see you. Y'all go check out Bengal Tiger. He's another good streamer. He is from across the pond in England, as we say here. I kind of feel like this area over here would be good for whitetail, just haven't seen them. And now we do have up in this zone, see, can we see there? That's a long way away. I guess we'll walk that way. Since we know that's a drink area, it might be one for whitetail as well.
Excuse me.
Let's get out of here before we can see. I don't see any here. All right. let's walk up to, or if we can get here, if we're able to cross over somewhere over here. Like moose or bear track. Yep, bear tracks here. Let's move down a little further. I think we might be able to cross over to here. Pretty sure we can. Yep, we can definitely cross over there. So let's do that.
Gonna make for a tough journey. And the drink don't the drink zones don't show up unless the deer are there, correct?
Or if we happen to see them on the ground, yeah. But I'm not crossing all the way over the river. I'm just gonna keep walking down. So we're gonna
Oh,
walk now. We're gonna
you're
walk.
walking.
Yeah, we're basically gonna walk up in this direction up here, which is, a long way away.
Yeah.
But we've got an hour left in whitetail drink time, so as long as we keep looking ahead of us. We should be able to see them if they're here.
Is that river crossable or is it too
Not
deep?
right here. It is in several. Like I could have crossed over right there. But I'm not really worried about crossing because we can find the drink zones from either side.
Right.
So But like I said, we are gonna go check all of our areas that we have put feeders down. Now I do have a couple that need moved, but I'm not gonna move them until we have other places to put them.
Right. Well, surely they drink out of the water, out of the river too.
Well, yeah,
Not just
but again, you can't. You know, the thing about finding drink zones, you're not gonna find them all in one day. Because they do go to multiple drink zones. Like, they don't have a set drink zone that they go to every single day. So you have to find multiples, and that's what we're looking for. Kind of like those moose were, where we had all those moose zones back together. That would be a great spot to set up for moose. Probably a good spot for whitetail, but we don't know for sure. Until I know for sure, I'm not going to set up a, feeder set until I know it's going to bring in whitetail. Now, if it brings in moose, that's fine, as long as it's bringing in whitetail. I probably could set up there and be okay for whitetail, but I'd rather know for sure. And we do have a feed zone up here. Let's find out what that's for. That sounded like whitetail. Yep. And this is a rabbit feed zone, of course. But there were whitetail over here, or a whitetail anyway. Now I kind of got on the opposite side of the river there, but again, it doesn't really matter.
well, you're able to see both sides real easily.
Yeah.
So
Let's head that way. I haven't seen anything on this side right now, so. Now we can't really see all the way across there because of the distance, but there is more water on this side. We know that ducks are over here. Now I'm assuming that whitetail was in one of these water zones over here. I just can't see it. Well, there is whitetail tracks right here, but I don't see a drink zone. Well, there is a couple of bucks there. It's a level 2 and a level 2. That is a drink zone. We know now. The ducks are coming into land. Come on, where'd y'all go? 193. Now that is a drink zone, but I'm thinking it's going to be a solo drink zone because there's only 2 bucks. That's all I see anyway. So I think we're going to take this, at least one of them out. Alright, there was another buck there. I didn't see. But like I said, there weren't any females, so I'm almost positive this is going to be a solo drink zone. Which, what solo drink zone means, how I understand it, is that only males or females come there. But, alright, I don't think we're going to see anything else because we just shot, but let's double check. Alright, let's go get our deer. We can check the tracks here. Oh, there were whitetail female that came here too, so this might actually be a good drink zone. We just didn't see any females, so I will keep that one in mind. Let's just head down this way. Or not. Sometimes this waypoint thing is just
a pain in the rear. Why ain't it working?
I don't know. Let's go way out and set one. No, it's just not letting us. Let us remove that one. Let's see if it lets us set one up. Now, this is a whitetail zone that we found earlier. And we're going to head that way.
There it goes.
Hey AJ, what's going on, bud? And I did get into Fishing Planet a little bit earlier today after my stream, just to get in there and kind of refamiliarize myself with it. So we may be seeing some of that pretty soon. I am a long. Whoop. Oh, those are ducks. Never mind. Thought we'd found another one, but they were ducks. Deer tracks. Whitetail deer tracks. Alright, so there were some deer here. Scared them off. But there were some here. There's one buck. I think I saw 2 bucks. There's doe still sitting there. Doe still sitting there. So this drink zone is still viable. Now where to get to it from would be a different story. Alright, let's see. Let's head up to there. We're going to run toward the water's edge. Go up that way. So we do know that's a possible whitetail zone that we could do. Of course, we're going to look over across here. Now we do want to cross over up here and go that way. Hello Mayhem, welcome in. Doing some fishing, AJ? Still fishing for sharks and stuff? Yeah, I think we're gonna cross over right up here. Do want to get a look down this way before we cross over. Alright, there's some more whitetail. I just scared them off. It's probably another drink zone. So let's go check that. It's okay that we scare them off because we're not really trying to hunt them at the moment. This is a drink zone. So let's grab that. Yeah, we're fine, dog. It's okay. Alright, so we did find another drink zone over here. They're still running. That's fine. Alright, so I want to cross over. And we want to head down this other part of the river. So we found 3 drink zones. So 3 more possible places. Alright. I think we can cross over right here. I guess we don't have to technically cross over. You can stay on this side. Or do we need to cross? Yeah, I think we do need to cross over. And now we can head that direction. Yep. Okay. We are technically past whitetail time, so let's reset. Have a look around before we move. Yeah. Gotcha. There's a bear over there. All right.
Oh, almost look like a cell tower, but I know it's not. Huh. Excuse me.
Now we are coming up on a whitetail zone that we already have a feeder at. But we're gonna go down this way just a little further. Alright, well, we found a few drink zones, which is what we were hoping to do. I do have one spot I think I am going to set up on sometime before we come here again on the stream, but we're going to get down here a little bit closer to where that spot was, and then we're going to run through the cycle of all the places that we have here, and then we'll see about either hunting some more stuff here, or we may go straight to the Yukon and set up for that other wolf feeder that I want to set up, and then maybe do a little random hunting there before we go searching for wolves at night.
Fun.
Yep. We'll probably go somewhere else and try to find a few things here. We're getting close to this black bear zone. Like I said, we already have a setup right there. I haven't been seeing anything but blacktail there, but there are whitetail close by. I just don't know why they're not coming to that feeder, so we may have to adjust that one.
Yeah.
go ahead and teleport to this one. Well, something has been feeding there. Not sure what it is, but we'll find out in a second. Now that is a blacktail, which we are kind of on the blacktail side of the river, but there are whitetail over here because I saw a drink zone for them back behind where our feeder is. So I set the feeder where I did, but I haven't seen any whitetail come to it since I first put it down. So we may have to rethink this one. They may be on that, side a little bit further back. We may have to readjust this one, but for now we're just going to see if there's anything there. If there is, it's probably going to be blacktail or nothing. Oh no, there's a few deer. They are whitetail, so that is the first time we have seen whitetail over here in quite a while. Now they're drinking at the drink zone there, but haven't been coming to the feeder. So, but there are quite a few whitetail there. There is a buck that I can see. There's another buck there. So, I don't know, maybe we can get them back into that feeder. I mean, it's right there. It should be good enough for them. There are a few bucks there. So let's go reset. Excuse me. We'll reset to feed time. It's not where I meant to go. I just scared them all off.
Damn.
I clicked on the wrong one. That's alright. We're going to reset time anyway. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the start of, the middle of the feed time.
Yeah.
For whitetail. Now, that is the first time I've seen whitetail here in a while, so. I am okay with it. Alright, let's go back to our stand.
We might just take breaks at certain areas, maybe.
Well, I mean, they were drinking. That was the drink zone that I've seen them at. That's why I put the feeder where I did. They just haven't been coming to the feeder, so. But we're gonna see if they're at the feeder this morning. If they're not, we'll just move on and come back to it. Nope, just a moose. Looks like just a moose. So that's weird that they drink right there but won't come to this feeder. But we could try a moose.
Just relaxing. Not for long, though.
I don't even think I hit him good. Well, let's wait and see. I don't think it's going to die. I probably should have let him stand up before I shot. But that's really weird, though, that they drink right there but didn't come here to eat.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be dead. Alright, so let's go to all our other whitetail spots. Got one up here. I think that's the farthest one north. Yep. Yep, there's definitely been some stuff feeding there. See if there's anything. Oh, moose, moose. Big moose. So yeah,
Uh-oh.
this one's kind of turned into a moose zone. So like I said, we may have to rethink our whole setup here.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, but
It won't take me too long. I just got to move it. But that's a pretty big moose. That is a tier 5 moose, very close to diamond. He is 150 yards. Let's try to make a good shot on him.
well, it finally quit raining and snowing.
Oh yeah, he's going down. Boom. Nice shot. Nice shot. Like I said, it's something. Not what I'm wanting, but hey, it's... Was that a bear? Was a bear nearby here? Don't see him. But this moose went down quick. So we should have a pretty good score on him. Look at that. Diamond moose. Nice.
Oh boy.
Our first diamond moose. Happy with that.
Nice.
So I guess I'm glad that I didn't get rid of that one.
Shadow.
We'll come back to this one later. Alright, let's go over here. Actually, let's refill this. It definitely needs refilled. Put a waypoint there. Fast travel to here. Now, I almost always scare bears when I come into this one.
Oh,
because
really?
they feed behind us, behind where our tent is, or they drink behind where our tent is. Yep. Well, that was a rabbit that time. But there are bear drink zones and multiple whitetail drink zones in this area, so.
Right.
But we have got. Let's look and see if we can see. Well, we got a moose, a couple of whitetail, a couple of moose. Not seeing any bucks, but we might know. There is several there. We'll get up in the stand and look. Now, I do still have whitetail coming here. So, as long as there are at least whitetail females coming, I will leave this one until we find something better. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, whitetail female, 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 female. All females. Whitetail and moose. So, since we're always needing money, let's see if we can get this female down. And I was kind of hoping to see if anything else scared up, but it was just another female whitetail. But that's all right.
Yeah.
Little bit of money. Not what we want, but hey, 2 moose is better than nothing. I mean, I would.
And you got a diamond out of it.
Yeah, that diamond moose was, a bonus. That is the first diamond.
Rock, you just got raided.
I just got what? I just
You
got
got
raided.
raided.
Oh, okay.
There's 100 people watching you.
Oh, holy cow! Who raided me?
I don't know. They didn't say it in chat.
Wow, that's amazing. Where's this thing?
115 people.
That's awesome.
117. That's insane.
Yeah, nobody said anything about it. So, if there was a raid, thank y'all for the raid, and welcome to everybody just joining in. Feel free to talk and chat. Bless my wife for sneezing in your ear. All right. Let's go ahead and refill this one. It needs refilled, so at least.
I was on the phone with my dad, and then I decided to check your stream. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, wait, you can barely hear that music. Like that music was so silent. I forgot about it. Like I had my volume at 15.
I didn't hear it, so. Another rabbit. We scared up. All right, let's go check this place out.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody raided me and just didn't say anything, or if, somebody just raided and said, hey, y'all go here, But I will take it all day.
Yeah, because 120 people are watching.
Yep. That's pretty awesome. Alright, let's see here. What we got over there? Oh, we got a big moose. We do have a deer. 1 buck.
I'm just happy for you, Rock.
Yep, I am very happy about that. Alright, so we got a tier 2 buck. We'll shoot him. I'm not really worried about the tier 3 moose, but we will
I'm gonna call my dad back.
Okay. If he'll ever pick up his head. That's a pretty good scoring buck, too. It's not quite diamond, but it's pretty close. And he's down. Now we could have possibly switched over to the moose, but
yeah,
he'll probably be here when we come back if there's not another buck. But that buck was very close to diamond, like potential. It's not going to be a diamond, but it was close diamond, 2 diamond potential for a tier 2 anyway. Yeah, 236, diamonds 255. So that's a pretty good whitetail. Alright, let's go to the next zone, which is just south of here.
Yeah, good looking buck.
Yeah, it was a nice buck, actually. Alright. Now this one's always a little tricky. Being able to see, because the deer can get behind trees. So sometimes we have to be a little patient and hope they move. Of course, yeah, see, scared a bear. Because it's technically still their drink time. But I'm not hunting bear here. Well, if we see the bear, we'll shoot the bear, but I always check for other things first.
Right.
I will kill bear on this map. But we've already made up the amount of money we spent spending for resetting time, so we're ahead. Alright, we'll slow down here. I really should move this tripod back a little bit because it's kind of close. But we usually don't scare anything off when we get here, as long as we don't run up to it. Alright, so we got a moose, another moose, and another moose, a whitetail buck. I don't see any females though, so it may be the only buck around. We do have 2 male moose, but neither one of them are really that crazy. So I guess we'll take the whitetail. Now there could be more whitetail back here. Sometimes that happens. I may end up trying to move this. Yeah, see, there's a whitetail female back there. I may try to move this tripod over to there a little bit, if I can, after we shoot this deer. Now, like I said, I can't see what's behind these trees, and that's kind of the issue with this stand. But there's always moose here, and usually a few whitetail. But we're gonna go ahead and take that one. It again, it's not a diamond, but it's really close.
Yeah.
And see, there was whitetail back there, but I couldn't see them, so I think we're gonna move this stand over a little bit. Oh,
Instant drop. That was a good shot.
I can't pick this one up because it's a different stand. Let me put down my tent.
What's different?
Oh, it's a different stand. Well, it's a different. Well, they're all metal, but it's just a different version. So I just need to take my other stands out so I can pick that one up and move it, and then I can grab them back.
Yeah.
But I want to try to move it as close to these trees over here as I can to give it. And it's still a little bit close, but I think that might give us a better vantage point, maybe. Yeah, actually, we can see back up there a lot better. Like, it's not great still, but at least we can see to the side of these trees, which will make it easier to see what's over there. We'll just have to be careful coming up to this stand. Alright, let's go put our other stands back in our inventory. And then we'll pick up our tent and teleport over there and pick up a deer.
Shall quit biting.
Alright, we are going to go ahead and buy our other tent that we need to set up for the wolves. That way we'll have everything we need. Alright. I feel pretty confident we're going to get back up to 100 and... Well, we're still over 100,000 already. So. I feel confident between here and Yukon tonight, though, we'll make a decent amount of money. Like I said,
most definitely.
already have the feeder. Alright, so that was another good trophy, 225. I actually like the rack on that one a little better, but we have one like that already. So we'll just take it, and that made up for some of that tent. Okay, alright, now we got 2 more spots to check, which is this one down here. Let's check our time too, make sure we're still in the feed time. Yep, we still are. Alright, let's go ahead and refill this. There's been a lot eaten here. Apparently it was almost empty.
Really?
Yep. Well, it's been a lot of eating there, but there ain't much there right now. Looks like just 3 does. But always check around here because sometimes there's a bear drinking across. But not today. We'll go. I don't know that I'm even going to shoot one of those does. I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything behind them. No. Let's actually just go to the next place. And this one. Come on. The map is being janky today. Alright, that one definitely needs refilled too, so. This is another one of those tricky ones. But I can't move the tripod any closer than where we are. And what did we scare this time? A whitetail. Well, that's interesting. Never seen them up here. Is that a feed zone for whitetail? It is. Huh. We may have to rethink
Might be
this.
a good place.
Well, I mean, we've got one here. It should be close enough to that feed zone to pull them to the feeder. But I've never scared whitetail. I've always scared rabbit up here. But we do know that whitetail feed right there, so we may end up, if this one stops working for us, we may end up rethinking this and setting it up there. Alright, now I almost always scare a bear here when I get in the stand. But you can't see them because they drink right below those trees. Almost always. Yep, there you go. I just saw him run through there.
Damn.
Never fails. Oh, too bright. Alright, so we got, ooh, that looks like a really dark deer there. It's the only buck, but he looks dark. That may just be the lighting. But we're going to take it anyway. Come on, go now. Thank you. Well, there was another buck there too. So, but that's okay. Still having a buck there is fine. I didn't see it until it was too late, so.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't know that that one was any darker, but it looked dark. I guess maybe not, it was just the lighting. It's dark brown, but that was another gold. Little basket rack, what they call it. Looks like a basket. You can put something inside it. Hey, we'll take it. Another almost 800 bucks. Alright, now we have gone to all our whitetail zones, except for this one during this cycle. We went to it at the beginning. We're going to check back at it. It's where we shot at that moose. It did not die. I'm kind of hoping that some whitetail are here, or maybe that moose is back. Now, I could spend more time looking for whitetail zones, but we did that for a little over an hour, so I'm probably not. But like I said, I don't understand why this feeder isn't attracting the whitetail, because there's literally a drink zone that they drink from right behind it. So I don't know, maybe we just need to move it to the drink zone and move this stand up closer to the water. Maybe what we have to do.
It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Those are blacktail. That's a lot of blacktail. Oh, there's whitetail and blacktail in there now. So apparently what
Oh,
we did
wow.
worked. That is a tier 2. That one's a tier 2. A little better score on that one. There's also blacktail buck in here. So this one has turned back into a decent spot for us. And the moose didn't come back, but he didn't die, but he's not back. All right, so it looks like we got, that is a tier 3 blacktail. So I think what I'm gonna try to take this whitetail and that blacktail right there, if we can be quick enough. So let's get our gun out. We're still 0 to 150. I did hit it.
You?
I thought I hit it. Oh, that was a whitetail. Where'd the blacktail go? Could have swore I hit it. But we're gonna shoot it anyway. Maybe we won't.
It's a big boy.
Well, this has definitely fixed our problems at this spot, because now we do have whitetail coming in. Oh, I did get the blacktail.
Nope.
Nice. I didn't see it drop. Like, I could have swore I hit that thing. Because I didn't spot it. And but there were multiple bucks there, white and blacktail bucks. So that's just a bonus for me. Like, I don't. All right, so this is the blacktail deer. That's a silver. Not a whole lot to speak of there. But this whitetail is actually a pretty decent rack. Like, not real good on the score, but you know, a nice looking buck anyway. Not that we're gonna keep it, because we have plenty of bigger whitetail. All right, so now we are at 748. We have been to all of our zones. I believe we have. Yeah, we went to all 3 of those. Went to this one up here. This was the one we didn't really see anything, so we're going to head back there. So we've got just a few more minutes. I think this was the one we only saw females at. But we'll go look at it anyway. We've got a couple of minutes. But at least all of our stands that we've went to today had something at them, which is better than it had been doing on some of them.
Yep.
All right, yeah, this one's just got moose at it. So again, this one's kind of fizzled out on us, but well, why not? Pick your head back up so I can get a better shot, please. Yep, just fall over. Now, are you going to swim? You are going to swim. You're going to swim right here to us, aren't you? Yep. We don't even have to go retrieve that one. It's going to come to us. All right. Oh, Ghost Pet Shop, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Doing pretty good. We have quite a few people watching. I may have got raided and not realized it, but Ghost Pet Shop, things are going well. Can't complain at all. Oh, we can still look around. Is this thing still coming at us? Yep. Now, like I said, we haven't seen any whitetail here recently. But there is still the whitetail zone, but there's also one right up here. So we may end up transitioning over in this area and setting up on this side just to see. I don't think we can actually see that place. Yeah, it's too far away. So we may end up moving this one just down the river, or down the way a little bit. Alright, well, like I said, moose, that's $1,000. Nothing to sneeze at. We're already back up to 110,000. What we got here? There is whitetail. Oh no, that's a moose. 110 to 100. Okay. Alright, so do we want to do it? Kind of do. Because I haven't seen deer here at this one in quite a while. So we're going to pick up this tent and that feeder. I'll have to put my tripods away for the time being. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, I think we're going to move this one. So let's take that out. Alright, let's just make sure we can pick this up. It's still too heavy. Dadgummit. Alright, I guess we can, how much weight do we have? We are 1.6 over. You know what, for the time being, we'll just take our 300 out. It'll be easier to pick it back up just by setting this tent down. So we're going to go move this to that other drink zone. See if we can actually, we want to, yeah, we do want to go right up about to the drink zone there. And we are going to look through here. Well, there's a bear drink zone. And I just put the 300 away. Wouldn't you know that? I should have put the 257 away instead of that one. Alright, so the drink zone. Well, there's another bear. Wow. So there's a moose. Yeah, hush your mouth. I'm letting you live, so I don't want to hear it. Alright, so we're hoping by moving the feeder over here, we're still not to the drink zone yet. Now, okay, I hear you. Alright. I swear I saw some movement, but, well, there's moose over there. So I did see movement. Lots of moose. Alright, well, we'll probably get moose and deer here. Trying to figure out. Everything is around us right now. I think we can probably set our tent and tripod up over on that hill and be able to see down through here pretty good. So I'm going to try to put the feeder down right up in here. We'll do a little research. Because the thing about these feeders, they will bring in bear too. So I think right up on that hill over there will be a good spot. So we're just going to set the feeder down. I didn't mean to pick it up. Meant to fill it. Alright. Alright, now we're going to go back to our... Actually, we can just teleport to the house. Let's put our waypoint on this though. Alright, let's go here. Now I'll have to go back and pick up that other tent and tripod here. Here in a minute. But we can place one down here. Alright, let's see how far we are from that. 363. So let's get about 270 from it and see kind of where we're at. See if we can actually see it. Alright, I think we can put the tent here. That's close enough away. Alright, and then let's go ahead and get our 300 and our tripods back. Okay. Alright, now let's go toward it and see if we can't see it when we get about 160 away from it. Or 170, somewhere in there. We need to go ahead and re-equip our 300 though, just in case. Okay, now I was thinking up here on this hill somewhere. Let's see. That was a whitetail. Can't really see the feeder. Alright, let's see. $158. Where's our tent from here? It's still pretty straightforward. Let's try to get right at and see. There's a feed zone right here too that we're going to be interrupting, which is a moose feed zone, so that's not terrible. Alright, we don't have anything at the feeder, but I wasn't expecting that. We do have a whitetail running through there though. It's always a good sign. Right, let's back up our stand a little bit further away, about right here. Alright, tripod. I should have put a tent over there, but I didn't. Alright, so 6. See if we can find a good spot for that. Right around in here. Perfect. Alright, now I just got to run back over there and put a tent down. And then for a retrieval tent, so we don't have to run all the way around here like we're doing right now. And then I'll go pick up that other tripod. And there are deer all around here, so and this I think was what a moose. This is yeah. There's all kind of deer. Like they're not happy with me right now. That was a buck. So we've seen 4 or 5 deer over here already. So I'm thinking this will be a good spot. We just have to get set up. We'll put our tent over there, and then we will go and retrieve our other tent tripod. And then I think we're going to try, so many deer are around here. I think we're going to try and reset the time and go through one more cycle of all our stands and see what else we can get before we move on to Yukon. But like I said, there are deer over here for sure. We just need to set up a retrieval tent back here. Alright, now let's go to our other tent, pick it up. And this one has potential for moose. The one we just put down has a potential for moose, bear, and deer, so because we saw all of them there. Alright, let's go to our tripod and pick it up. Alright. And then I'm going to reset time one last time here. We'll run through our cycle one more time. And now I'm not going to start here. I'm going to make this the last one to give it more time to regenerate, you know, for the animals to come to it. Like I said, this was a good spot for a while, but it just fizzled out on us. So let's
I'm back to getting better.
okay. And again, we have more whitetail around, so alright, let's go down here. Let's start over at this one. And we'll work our way back around. So one last reset here before we move on to Yukon. Alright, let's go to 6 o'clock. And now, okay, the deer are coming in. There's a bunch of rabbits over there too. But the deer are starting to come in. Now that is blacktail. But, I mean, it's deer. This one we may have to revisit. I don't think I'm going to shoot anything here just yet. So we'll come back to this one to give the whitetail a little more time to come back to it. Let's head to our bottom one down here. All right. Well, there's still things coming here to eat. Let's see if we can see. Looks like just females again. So we're not even going to bother going to the stand. Like I said, this is probably when I'm going to end up having to move. We may end up moving this one too, because there's literally a feed zone that I just discovered that always had rabbits in it, but now it is having whitetail in it, so. And we scared a bear. Imagine that. Okay. Weird. All kind of deer here earlier, now it's just 2 rabbits. 3 rabbits. Oh well.
That's weird.
Yep. But, I mean, it... Actually, I probably should back out. Let me do that. Come back in, because we haven't reset the game. That may be the issue. Alright, are we still in the same place? We are. Let's see if that made a difference. Probably didn't. Well, it did make a little difference because there are tracks here that weren't here before. So, maybe it made a difference.
Oh, it did.
Nope, nothing here. Okay. Alright, let's go. Well, since we backed out, I guess we can go ahead and start up here. Well, they're already eating out of that one, so let's place our waypoint there. Fast travel. Now, I probably could have saved a tent here and just used the house, but it would have been about 200 yards to run to where our stand was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, we're still a decent ways away, but our stand is right here, so let's place the waypoint to the stand until I get used to coming here. Well, we can always look around this lake too when we come here, just to see. But let's hope for some decent something here. there's a bear. And a moose. Alright, well, y'all keep trotting along. Yeah, we did say that there was a potential for all of them here. And that's proving true. Alright. And let's look at the feeder now. And even though things have eaten from there, they are not there right now. But this, we did just put it down. It's kind of a new, even though stuff ate from it, they could have eaten from it during different times. Because there are multiple feed times. And what we may have to do is start checking the different feed times on these stands as well. Right now we're just going to cycle through them all one last time before we move to Yukon.
I might be dead here.
Do what?
I'm playing a game right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm dead.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Roblox in a boss fight.
Gotcha.
I'm just playing a boss fight.
Alright, so...
It's like a really difficult one.
So we have 2 female deer here. Not exactly what we were hoping for. I don't know, this game really plays with my emotions sometimes. Like, we were here the day before, there were 15 deer here, now there's 2. And we only killed 1, so. But again, I may not have left enough time for them to respawn, which is quite possible. Alright, let's go here. Okay. Alright, let's place our waypoints. Maybe we'll see something, maybe we won't. If we don't, like I said, we'll move on to Yukon.
Oh, my earbud died.
Just a moose. Yep. Alright. So we'll check one more and then we'll probably just move on to Yukon. I probably need to give them time to repopulate. No, we're not hunting moose. This is my whitetail setup on Leyton Lake. It's just we've seen a lot of moose too. Which, I mean, is kind of the... It kind of works for both because they share the drink zones. And they share the feed time between 6 and 8 o'clock. I probably should run through the morning cycle and then come back in the evening cycle and see if we have... And we may do that here before we go. I need to check what the evening feed cycle is for them. Because it may be that it's better. See, like here, nothing but moose. Not even a good one. That's just a tier 2. Or, well, it's a very small tier 3. I am going to shoot that one, I think, though. If we can get his head up. That ain't the one I wanted. There we go. I don't think I hit him good enough. Oh well. Alright, let me get up. Look at the app for whitetail here and see what time their other feed zone is, because we may be hunting the wrong feed zone. Or the wrong time. Alright, so their feed time, they also have a feed time from 16 to 20. So from 4 to 8. So we could actually be doing this earlier than 6. 6 is in the middle though. So let's reset time and go to 1800 and see if we have any better luck at this one.
I'm dead. One more life.
I don't think we killed that guy. Yeah. So I may do a morning cycle and an evening cycle on this, since they do have 2 feed times. So we'll go to 1800 and see what happens. If we don't see any deer, that's fine. I just want to check. We are going to be going to Yukon here pretty quick. So 1750. That's almost 1800. So now let's go and see if any difference is made there. Only one way to find out, I guess. Well, there are a couple of whitetail females here this time. That's it, just female moose and whitetail. No males. At least there was something though, so let's check all of them. Let's go to this one next.
I just beated it with one life left. What? I literally killed it, and I still lost.
Well, I don't know nothing about Roblox, so I can't help you.
Yeah, I know you can't help me. I don't even know how I just lost like that. But it's alright, I'm not mad. It still counts as me beating it though. It just said defeat, which somehow makes me lose, but it's alright, I'm not mad. Yeah, I have a buddy that has the same thing as me.
Alright, well there's some animals here this time. Let's go ahead and look and see what's there. So maybe swapping back and forth, like doing a cycle in the morning and a cycle in the evening will be better. Give us more opportunities for. Looks like we got, oh yeah, there's a few deer here. There's a buck. So I guess it does help to check both feed times. I think that's the only... It looks like there's a buck behind that deer, but I can't spot it. Or that may just be a thing on the ground. Yeah, I think it is a thing on the ground. But we do have a single buck here. It is a tier 2, so we will try and drop him where he stands. He did go down. Now that's a lot of females, I think. It was only the one buck. What was that? Another female moose. Alright. Well, at least we did get a little bit different results when we went to the nighttime, so I guess I'm going to check them all. We'll check all the zones at nighttime, and I guess I can start doing that during when I'm hunting here. Alright, well that was a gold. Alright, let's go check the next one down here. We'll go ahead and refill it. Attention, a felled tree on one of your portable... What? My feeder has My feeder just disappeared. Now, I wonder if it came back to my store, because that shouldn't be... Okay, it did come back to my inventory at least. Well, we can't check this one. We'll have to teleport to the other side and put our feeder back down. So that was kind of boo. Yep, that was really boo. Alright, let's put our tripods away. And our tents, so we have room to carry the feeder. Let's put that on 6 for now. Alright, let me... Yeah, tripod is right there. Okay, so... Actually, it's probably better that we move this one back a little further anyway, so we can see better. Come on, give me a spot. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and refill that. Right, now I can go move this stand to a little better spot, vision-wise, I think. Alright, let's put our waypoint back on our feeder now. Alright, so I think we might be able to get this one in a little bit better spot now, because we did move the feeder back a little bit.
Did my thing work? Yeah, it's just completely glitched.
Alright, yeah, we can definitely get a little bit closer here. Don't know where the best spot is going to be. Let's check from here. Yeah, that's going to be a good spot for it. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we still have a hard time seeing behind those trees. but I don't think we're going to be able to fix that. Not without these trees being in the way. So that's okay. We'll just leave it there. Alright, let's go check. Let's go check this one. Got 2 more to check, and then we'll head on to Yukon. But I will take a little restroom break before I go. Oh, I'm not, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Alright, that's okay for now. For a waypoint there. Alright. Now, it may not have changed our results here. We have more moose now. Not very many whitetail. But let's see what we can see better when we get there. Not worried about it. Again, this is going to be a process. I still need more drink zones to make it more effective. But we did find another spot where I think we can set up that had quite a few deer around it. So hopefully we can yeah, I hear you. Alright, so looks like the same 3 females here, so, but we do have a lot of moose here this time. That's a tier 3, that's a bigger tier 3. Let's see if we can get that guy. Come on, drop down. Drop down. Well, I think he's down, but let's let them clear the area before we jump over there. There was a buck, I just couldn't see him. Come on, track him. Let's go. That was a decent shot on him. He was bleeding medium. So you shouldn't have run too far. They can cover some ground, but he didn't go far. So that's good. He might even make the quick kill. Hey, he did. Another gold. Still a long way away from diamond, but it's more money. Alright, let's go check these last 2 spots. Then we'll head to Yukon. Alright, refill remotely. Now, like I said, we may end up moving this one around. Since we have a whitetail feed zone right beside us, we may end up moving this one around because it hadn't been very many whitetail at this one lately. So we may end up setting the feeder up here, moving the tent down this way somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be kind of tricky for this one though. Well, there are some deer here this time. Quite a few. So I guess it really does make a difference. Checking both times. All right, let's see here. That's a tier 1. That's a tier 2, pretty big. That is a tier 2. Okay, so we've got a couple of bucks here. One of them is going to be hard to hit because of the moose, but I'd really rather shoot that one. He's kind of blocked by the feeder a little bit. But we're going to try it. Yeah, I don't think I hit the second one, but that's fine. Alright. Then we'll go check our new one. And then I am going to back out and just leave it in the game menu for a minute and run to the restroom. Alright, yeah. Silver. Not a very good shot on that guy, but I mean, I guess it was a good shot. He just wasn't very high scoring. We hit liver and heart and lung on that one. So, alright, let's see, where was it at? Still getting used to where this one was. I think this was it, yeah. Not a whole lot has eaten from that one, but we're going to go check it out anyway. Alright. Oh yeah, we got some stuff over there. That's a whitetail buck. It's a tier 3, tier 2. That whitetail buck is being blocked by a moose, of course. So is that one. So we can't see the buck that's behind, or whatever's behind that one. There's something there, but I can't see it. Or maybe that's just weeds, I don't know. There is some bucks over there. We just can't get a spot on them. Like, there's that one, but yeah, shooting through a moose, not going to happen. Let's double check and make sure he is behind the moose. Yeah, he is. The moose is blocking him. No, well, I can't tell. You know what? It's worth a shot. We're gonna... No, he's definitely behind the moose. Well, you know what? There's a bear right here. Why not? And then turn this way. Alright, we did get the deer, at least. Alright. And we got a bonus bear. So, the bear actually helped us get the deer. Where was he at? Where did he land? I don't even remember where he was. He was close. Is that him? Seems like him. Yep. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go to our pickup tent. Okay. And the deer should be this way, I think. Yep. Now, I did shoot this one with the 300 because I didn't want to switch weapons. Oh, don't tell me you fell in the water. Let's turn our light on so we can see. Oh, yeah, there he is, right out below us. But he wouldn't have been that good of a score anyway, so, and we didn't lose a lot of money on it, about $100. Alright, now I am going to back out to the main menu. When I return, we will be going to the Yukon. I'll go ahead and get it set up where we can just start when we get there. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's move on to Yukon. Now, I don't know where I'm going to spawn in here. But we are pretty close to wolf feeding time. I think they start at 20. They do start at, oh, they start at 18, so we're actually in the middle of wolf time. So it's perfect. We can go ahead and check our wolves. Worked out about as good as I could have planned it. And that is a red fox that was behind us. And we are going to cut our light off here, so we can actually see. Now, it may be a little early. I don't remember what time we usually started seeing the wolves, so. Oh no, there's a couple here. Just 4 though. Alright, that's a male, female, female, female. I don't like shooting ones with just one male. Oh, here we go. We got some more coming in. Female, 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 male. So there's 2 males. This one was a 7, so we'll take this one. I was on top of him, I just couldn't see him. Alright, well, not bad. Alright, let's go to our next one. Alright, nothing here yet. Now we are early. We may have to there's a bison. May have to reset time up that a little more forward. We actually could probably go to 4 o'clock in the morning and check them all again. But we're going to check them all during this drink time first. Or feed time, rather, not drink time. Alright, yeah, none here. Let's go to the Wolfhead Lake. Well, we only see 2. And that is an 8 and a 6. I am going to shoot the 8. Or not. I could have swore I hit that wolf, but apparently I didn't. Now, I wonder, since we're here, I wonder if we can move this back this way a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. There was a spot here somewhere. Oh, come on, give it to me. Let's see if that helped us any. I don't think it did. Actually, I think it may have made it worse. It did. Okay. Come on. Yeah, that's actually better than it was. So, yep, we can see there a little better now. Of course, they all ran off, which is fine. I could have swore I hit that thing, but I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't, because there ain't no pink over here. Alright, let's go back to our first place here. And I'm going to set it to 3 in the morning, which will be at the end of their drink time, beginning of their feed time. We'll go 3:45. That should give us enough time to cycle through all of them. Well, we got a bear there, which I won't say no to. Don't see any wolves in the vicinity, so bear it is. Oh boy, they're coming at me. Alright, they're over there. I think they're coming into the feeder. Give them a minute. Like I said, I think we're going to try to set a feeder up here on this side here, like in that little flat spot. But we're going to wait for daylight to come to do that. We're going to wait a little bit of time here to see if they're going to come to the feeder. And if they don't, we'll move on to the next one. No, we had some wolves up in this area somewhere. So they may be coming down this way too. But yeah, up in that area up there, I think I'm going to set another feeder. In that big old flat spot up there. Give them a little time. No, I'm not going to wait too long. I think I've had more luck with them in the middle of the night instead of the early morning. But it's worth a shot at checking. Alright, I feel like they would have been here by now if they were coming to the feeder, so. Alright, let's go check this one. There hasn't been anything there, so there's no point going. There has been something there, though. There are a couple of foxes there, and maybe a wolf too. It is worth checking both times though because of the foxes, so we're not really grinding the foxes here, but they're an opportunity. Alright, let's look and see what's down there. So we got a fox, a fox, and a fox. So we got 4 fox here. Alright, let's double check them all. 2, 5, 3, and 3. Alright, we're going to take the 5 first. Alright. Our retrieval tent is not so close, because it was murder getting this one up because of the terrain here. I mean, it's close enough, but alright. It's down here. Oh, it didn't move. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's go now, since wolf time is basically over. Let's go to my other little favorite hunting spot. I have 2 tripods set up here. Now we can get caribou and bear this time of the day. So what I like to do is check both sides. Okay, this tripod over here. Now we got a little bit of time. before bear and caribou start showing up. So I'll just sit in this stand for a little bit, see what comes around. But we got a pretty good wide view of areas to shoot here. We got a little spot over on this side, and then all this out in front of us. Now, like I said, we're gonna wait. Now, we can spy over on this side, but we can't really see because of the bridge. But this is a good hunting spot for caribou and bear, and later in the day moose. Now, I will only have 7 spots for wolves because I'm going to keep this one. Well, I guess it depends on if we can get 2 zones close enough to use 1 tent. But mainly, we are in bear and caribou time, so we'll just sit here for a little bit. And then when it gets about 6 or 7 o'clock, we'll go try and put down that other, we can go back and forth between these 2 tripods. Really close. So, since there's nothing on this side, we'll check the other side. Looks like we got a caribou calling over there. Walk instead of run, so we don't spook. That's quick. Let's actually turn our light off. Yep, before you start splashing. Alright, well, we had a caribou that ran. They're alarmed, no big deal. They're females anyway. Now we have this area out in front of us. Don't really see a whole lot there, but every now and then we'll see a bear or a caribou over here. But we are going to set up, like I said, we're going to set up one more wolf thing. I don't know if I'm going to put it on Chicken Leg Lake or if I'm going to put it elsewhere. But we can still spy over here a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. There's something coming down. Caribou. Another caribou. See if we can't get a male to come down as well. Well, there's some more females. There's a male. And of course he stops right behind the female. Alright, come on. Let's move on down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. . would one of y'all move? Either one, I don't really care which one of you move, but one of you move. Thank you. Alright. You sit down, please. Thank you. Alright. Now, we don't have retrieval tents over here, so we're going to just go and pick up things as we kill them. Now, we will shoot some things on the run if we can. I am going to look over here before we move on. Don't think we're going to have anything, but we'll look. Okay. Let's go pick up the one we shot. There was a bear headed down this way, but he's gone now, so. But I don't like leaving animals on this side without having retrieval tents. It's too much, and I'm not going to put a bunch of tents down here because another bear. Where's our caribou at? Is it? It is. All right. Then we just teleport back to the tent. And we'll check the other side while this side recuperates. Now there is a problem with teleporting in here. Because that does spook some of the animals sometimes, but again, this is just another place for us to collect money. So it's not really a main spot for us, just another money spot. And it basically keeps me from having to reset the time over and over and over on the wolves. So it helps me make a little extra money while we're down here. And like I said, about 6 o'clock we're going to go and, well, there's a bear. 322 yards, not giving us a good shot right now. Well, 300 yards. It's a butt shot. I'd rather not shoot it that far. Well, there's one that's not a butt shot. Alright. Did that one stay? It did. It's probably not going to give us a good shot. Let's go get the one we killed. It is 5 o'clock, so we can go back and check the wolf spots for another hour, and I think we'll do that. Now that we killed us a couple of things down here, because we can always come back here after 6 and kill more things. That fox, I'm not going to be able to see it because of all that thick mess, so we'll just let it go. Well, that bear is still sitting over there, along with some other stuff now. It's still 300 yards away, though. That is a pretty decent sized caribou, though. He's 200. I may shoot at him after we collect this bear. That fox is really close, but again, can't see it through all the mist, so. Alright, this bear should be right in here somewhere. Let's turn on our light. We are. Should be somewhere here. There it is. Alright. We got another moose over here. Don't think I'm going to be able to see it because of the... Oh, look at there. Right across the water. 2 more bears. And that caribou. Alright. I really want this caribou. Alright, he's down. Now did those bears leave? I think they did. Yep. But since we've got to go get this caribou, we might as well shoot one of these over here. Oh, there goes a big moose. Actually, is he gonna stop and give us a shot? No. Not a good one anyway. Alright, well, those are all female, but the bear, we can make that shot since we gotta go there anyway. Come on, bear. Go down. Good deal. A fox. You just want to die, I guess. You stayed through all that shooting. You don't need it at 300. We'll always take a gift. And that was pretty much a gift because it was right by our caribou. Yeah. We will go back at some point and do the wolves and set up the other wolf feeder. We don't need to hunt here anymore right now anyway. But something may charge us, and that's the case. We'll be ready for it. There's our bear. What time is it? 5:30. Alright, so we have a little bit more time left in the drink time, or the feed time for the wolves. So let's go to a couple of them. Don't know that we'll see them, but it's worth a shot. We'll check before we run to the stand. Oh, there are many wolves there. That is beautiful. Alright, holy cow, that's a lot of wolves. Tier 3, Tier 6, Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 8, Tier 7, Tier 3, 4, 3, 6, and 6. Well, there's a Tier 8. And there is a 7 laying down in front of it. So if we do this right, let's turn our light off. And it is off, okay. Alright, there's the 8. Let's get a good shot on him. Man, they're so quick. How far is he? 220. Well, we're not going to chance it, because I really don't want to chase it. But hey, we know we got more wolves, so this is a good spot still. So we can grab that 8. He didn't move very far, so nice. Gold. He was very close to diamond, but not. Let's go check chicken leg. We've got a few minutes left. We'll try to check all of them. I hear you, wolves. Alright. Let's try to quickly scan her. We do have a couple of wolves over there, so. Alright, we got a 6, a 5, come on, 3 female, another female. I think there's one more wolf down there, but the 6 is going to be our target. Yep, you're going in the water. Why? How are you? What are you doing? You must really be thirsty. I can't even see you anymore. Wow. Well, That wolf just drowned itself. Now I can't see the other one. Yeah, I don't know where that one went. That's super weird. I really don't want to shoot a female, but she is in the way of the male. So we may have to let this reset. Can't really get a good shot on the male, so he's behind the female. I don't think I'll be able to shoot it. No. It's not a good shot. Even with the female not being there, it's not a good shot. Alright, let's go check the other one. Yeah, that tier 6 just walked out in the water and disappeared, so don't know what's going on with that. Looks like we do have a couple of wolves over here. Or maybe not. Those rocks that I saw. Okay. Nothing there. Alright, let's go over to our last one. I do need to do something real quick. Got our stands. We're going to need our tent as well. Of course, we'll need the feeder too, but we'll need the tent tripod first. At least the tent anyway. There are wolves there. So let's see if we can't get us a wolf. And then we will go back to Chicken Leg and set up that other feeder. So I think I do want to set it there. Just so we can have another spot. Alright, we got what? We got a female, a male, and a male. And we had another one just disappear in the water. What is up? What are y'all doing? You're killing me. Alright, got the right weapon. Come on, give me a shot. Alright, well, I guess we're taking this one. Come on, go down. I guess I didn't hit it. Well, guess not. Oh well. I tried. It wasn't really a good shot. That ridge was kind of blocking the shot. Should have aimed where it was back, but anyway, let's go back to Chicken Leg now. And we're going to head up this way. I think we're going to set the feeder right there and try to set the tent tripod over here. So let's go here first. Now I haven't gotten a drink zone for the wolves here, but I have seen them crossing over that spot multiple times. So let's put our waypoint here. It's going to be awful close to this feeder up here, but I think it'll still be far enough away. So we'll set up a tent and a feeder there, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put the tripod after that. So we'll set up the feeder, and we'll set up the retrieval tent, then we'll set up the feeder. Now this particular lake, bison, I think, did come here to drink. I haven't seen anything else here, but I haven't really hunted throughout the day, and I kind of want these areas to be something I can hunt other things as well. But there are several wolf drink spots along through here, so again, this is a wolf drink area. We'll check it to see if anything else has been here. Nope, just wolf. But I don't want to set up right here because it's going to be really hard to find a tripod spot in between. So I think what we're going to do is go down here to the end. And there may or may not be a drink zone down here. If there is, great. If there's not, I'm still going to set it there. Because I see wolves crossing through there all the time, which means they're either going to a drink zone or a feed zone from there. So I have seen probably 4 or 5 different times wolves crossing over there. So that's what we're going to do. Because I figure if they're walking through there, they have to be going towards something. So maybe we'll catch them in the middle. It's the only thing I know that we can do here. And it may not work. And if it doesn't work, we'll move it somewhere else. But since I have seen them here multiple times, I'm going to try for... Now, I could walk around the lake on the other side and check for drink zone. If I don't find one on this side. Now, ideally, we will find one down here, and it'll just be, you know, perfect. But, like I said, I know they've been crossing through here a lot. I've seen them multiple times. Now, they may not be anymore. We know how the game, they can move to different areas and things like that. Oh, we actually have wolves over there. So, yeah. Okay. But they're literally there right now. Now, I think that's 153 yards right there. If we put it... Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not messing with you. So actually, we can go ahead and set our tripod up right about here. Perfect. We're going to go back this way and set up a tent. We got to re-equip those. Alright, let's get as far away as we can. Not far enough yet. We're close. We are far enough away. Just gotta find a place to put it. Perfect. Right here. Right in here somewhere. I saw it. How far are we? 256, that works. Alright, let's go ahead and get the feeder. So we'll take our tents off for now. I mean our stands off for now because we need the tent. Like that, and then we'll get our feeder. Put that one in number 9. Alright, we are going to take our rifle in hand. That's going to give us a good shot at that feeder when we get it over there. I actually do want to place the waypoint on our stand though. So we know how far we are from it when we go to place down the feeder. Now we do see wolves over there. They're still there. And I actually would rather them move on. But, you know, I'm hoping they run as we run over here. Looks like they're fleeing, which is what I wanted. So I don't want to kill them. Not now anyway. Eventually, yes. I want to kill them eventually. Or at least some of them. Right, so it isn't a drink zone, but we have to be traveling through here for a reason. We're still a ways away from where I want to put it. I was thinking right along in here. That is 172, which is perfect. Alright, now we gotta put our tent wherever we can get it. That works perfectly. Now we can get our stands back. Alright. Alright, now we're going to see if this one worked. We'll set the time to, we'll go 2000. Alright, let's go ahead and get our right weapon equipped. We already have our stand marked, but I want to mark the feeder. Alright, let's go to 20. 2043 will work. Alright, well, we have a new spot to check. Now, they may not feed here yet. Only way to find out is to do it. And it, like I said, again, it may not be a viable spot, but we're going to check. Where's the feeder? I don't see it. I know it was on the edge of the water. Oh, there it is. All right. That's close enough. All right, so nothing there yet. But I think that will be an okay spot. Because I do see them traveling through there a lot. And I'm hoping to catch them, you know, as they travel through there. Hopefully they'll see the feeder, and all right, it's still decent. Now I think I may try to move this tripod over this way some, just to give us a little better view. Might be a little further away, but I may try to get it like right up through here, just so we can see over there a little better, because it looks like we'll get a better view from here. So actually, I do kind of like this view better. Let's see if we can get it here. May not be able to. That may be why it's where it is. Well, that is better. And we can just pick up the other one on our way. Alright, we got 2, 5, 6, 2. There are several females, so we can take one of these males. We're only going to take one. Alright, so aim at its spine. And it's down. Right on the feet. Alright. And we're going to go pick up this stand, because I like the vantage point from there better. This one, some of it's kind of blocked. So, alright. We can travel to the tent now. Should be down right somewhere in here. Did he really go out in the water? Lights. Oh no, there he is. Alright, cool. Alright. Let's go check our other lakes. Still nothing. Alright, well, that's fine. I guess I did know bison were in this area. Okay, nothing here right now. I think this was one of the ones where the morning was better. But we check anyway. Alright. All the way back to this one. That one definitely needs refilled. Now I'm wondering, it's 246. How far is this stand? Because we may be able to save us. That's 200 away. Holy cow. Alright, yep. We got a good pack of wolves here. Alright, let's turn our light off. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, great. Now that... It should not have scared them. We were too... Like, we were close, but not that close. Alright, well, let's see. They're all scattered. 6, 5, 3, 4, 2, 2, 6, and those other ones, they should not have fleed. I don't know why they did. That's a 7. That's a 3. So the 7 was the best. What was that? A moose? Yeah, okay. I see you, moose. I see you. And your friend. It's a tier 4. Wish he'd get in a better spot for us. But that's alright. We're here for wolves. That's a 6, 4, 3. Yeah, I don't know what happened with these wolves. Why they're so skittish right now. And they're doing weird things. So I think what I'm going to do is back out and come back in. Because something weird's going on there. Something weird is definitely going on. Because we shouldn't be spooking them. Alright, they are calm. I wonder if these moose are still here. Don't see them. That's okay. Not really here for them anyway. Okay, where did the wolves go? Did they run again? They did. What is going on with that? Alright, 4, 3. I have no idea what's going on. Alright. They're fleeing, which doesn't make sense. They shouldn't be fleeing. They definitely are. Might have to come back here later. This is our best spot, though. I guess the wind is blowing behind us, but it's not supposed to affect it in the stand. Alright, well. Let's go back to chicken leg. And then we'll check the other end of chicken leg as well. We're going to be ending the stream here soon, so I just want to check all of them again. We do have some wolves there. There's a wolf behind us. That's okay. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Oh, we got a tier 3, tier 4 female, tier 5 male. Yeah, I'm not seeing but 3. I don't. Well, there's one by the water. 3 females and 1 male. We're going to leave them for now. Yeah. Oh, well, we got wolves howling elsewhere. I don't know where they are. Alright, let's head to our other one we just set up. Let's actually check and see if anything. Yeah, nothing's been there yet. Okay. Alright, let's check this. Nothing's been there. Check this. And there has been stuff here, so. Alright. Got wolves behind us. They're a ways away. But there's something there. Like a wolf. I'm actually thinking about changing this one to a tree stand. Since we have a few. Alright, there's a 8 mythical, a 6, and a 6. Well, I know which one we want to shoot. These keep disappearing in the water, which is weird. What are you doing? Are you going to the water too? Why are they going in the water? I don't get it. They're going underwater. What is the deal? Oh, okay, it teleported just then.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Well, I don't know what happened to those other wolves. They went underwater and disappeared. That one teleported back out. But there's some weird going on here. But we did get that mythical, so let's go pick him up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the wolves in this particular feeder. They are going up under the water.
Are just underwater?
The wolves are going underwater and disappearing, basically.
How?
I don't know, but there was 4 here, and they all went up underwater. Now, one of them went up underwater and teleported back, but the other 3 never came back, so I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to move that feeder away from the water a little bit, I think. Alright, where'd you go?
Alright, try that.
Where'd you go? Let's turn our light on.
Did Billy go to sleep?
I don't know.
He just randomly left?
I mean, he may have gone to bed for the night. Alright, so that one was, a couple of points off a diamond.
How many points?
A couple. 2. Alright.
2 points?
Yeah. Well, for wolves, 2 points is a pretty big... Yeah, I think I'm going to move this one over a little bit, but I'm going to have to drop something off here.
I thought that was unlucky, but it's actually a pretty big difference, I think.
Yeah, on wolves, like 39 is the highest, and that one was 37. So 2 points is actually a pretty good spread, because it's they don't score as high, the deer and stuff like that. Yeah, I hear you. Right, let's put the 10 away. We're gonna go move this feeder. I think I'm just gonna try to
doing
move
so great on the boss.
Alright, let's just move it off the water a little bit. Maybe that'll be better. Or not. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's definitely a little better. It's not as... Alright, let's just teleport back to another tent, and then we can grab our tents out of there. Let's go back to this one.
I barely took any damage while in the boss, which is pretty good.
Yep. Alright.
I can't attack the boss for another probably 10 or 20 seconds. Because of my cooldown. Because I wouldn't be able to attack it, because then I'd probably get 1 shot because of its ability.
Alright.
Died first time.
Alright. Alright, let's see what we got over there. They all still there? Yeah. Alright. We got a 2. That's a 7. 6. All right, so I think we're going to shoot 7 in the front. Go down. All right, good deal. They should have all ran. Turn the light back on so we can actually see it. It is. All right, another gold. Another 1,300 bucks in our bank account. All right, back to chicken leg.
Alright. I can't do anything. Where am I supposed to move if Bro is doing that? Alright. So I'm dead here. Yep. I can't even move anywhere else.
Alright. We got a 2, a 3, 4, and a 5. Well, there's only 4 here. We'll take the 5.
So stream has been really great.
Stream has been good. Stream has been good.
That's good.
We did find us another whitetail zone that is producing a good amount of whitetail on Leyton Lake, and then our dog is not happy.
Wait, why?
Well, there's wolves around. They should be far enough away where it doesn't matter.
Like there's wolves near in lake?
Well, where I'm at, you know, is a wolf zone. Where is my wolf?
Oh.
There it is. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's go check this one out. Actually, we can check here first. Nothing has been there. Nothing's been there. We're going to have to move that one, because it has pretty much died. So we're going to have to move that one at some point. Alright, let's see. That one is still full too, so I guess we have done our cycle. I'm not going to be resetting time anymore. There's no point at this point. So I think that's where we're going in the stream. I am going to teleport out of here where I'm not.
But you're ending the stream?
Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. Now I am going to probably play in Discord a little bit until I get ready to go to bed. But I've been going for almost 4 hours, and my throat's getting a little dry. So but that's where we're going to end tonight, guys. Tomorrow, Not sure what I'll be doing in the morning. I haven't heard from Shorty yet to know if we're going to be playing Better Mart or not. But if not, I'll probably be streaming this. But if she is able to do it, then I will be streaming Better Mart in the morning, and then tomorrow evening, I really don't know where I'm gonna hunt. We may go back to Medved. We may end up going somewhere completely different. I don't know. Thinking about it, I haven't been to a few places a whole lot. Like Reventuli Coast is one I haven't been to much. I really kind of want to go back to um, Te Aurora as well. There's a lot of good deer there. But I also kind of want to go back to Scotland and at Tornasheen and start trying to find more boar places. So I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night, but we will be streaming. I just don't know what yet or where yet. But I hope everybody has a good night. I hope that y'all have enjoyed the stream. And if you have, don't forget to hit those buttons, that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to comment down below if you enjoyed the content. Any suggestions you have, you can also join the Discord and see if if you have any suggestions for me. There is a Hunter Call of the Wild channel there that you can post suggestions, pictures, things like that from the game. So hit me up there, or you can direct message me in Discord as well. So I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope to see you next time. Y'all take it easy. Bye bye.